Clevertronics LBC350 high power LED light bar controller. So we'll do a little demonstration, but basically it's a way to dim your light bar, controlled with a potentiometer, little knob here. So range is 0 to 100%. It has really nice specs on it. I'll just skip to that real quick. So it can support up to 25 amps or 350 watts at 14 volts DC. So it can support, pretty high powered light bar, and it uses pulse width modulation, PWM, which is probably the best way and the safest way to control power for most LEDs, most LED light bars. So what I have hooked up here, I have this temporarily connected to a switch, lighted switch, and I can show you how it dims the lights on this switch here. So before we do that, I'll let you know. So this switch I got from OTRATTW.net. There you go. So they sell several different styles of the Carling switches, and these are really high quality switches. And they've got, vibration proof, different gaskets in them, so they're water resistant. They're just really tough switches. So I got a few of those for future projects here. And this is actually how these came packaged. They seal up every single one individually, all the different items you order from a previous order. I've got this switch panel, so everything's going to be perfectly spaced, and that'll look real good where I install that. Here's some of the other stuff I'd ordered before. Okay, I got terminals. What you can see right now, let's zoom in a little. So you can use just 1/4 inch spade terminals if you want to connect to these. It's a really simple way. Or the other option, you can get switchbacks. You get switchbacks, and then you get your terminals, and then you just fill up these terminals with, or these switchbacks with your terminals, and then you have a way to just plug into your lights. So these will plug into the back of the light here, so it'll be kind of a quick disconnect really, in case you need to remove the light for some reason. And then I've got these right here are blanks to cover up some of these extra spots that I won't be using. And then this tool right here is I believe it's to remove this switch actually, if you need to pop this face off. These faces are interchangeable, so that's the tool to do that. Yeah, so I highly recommend these kind of switches. They're good for, They're like all-weather switches, heavy duty. And so they sent me with my invoice. Let's get this back out. With my invoice, they sent me the wiring diagram for this switch too. So this is how I do have it connected. We can go over the connections here. Looks kind of like a bit of a spaghetti mess. That might be easier to just go over one at a time. Okay, from the controller, I'll show you where I get power. Right here, just got a regular ATX computer power supply. Over here you have to jump 2 wires. That'll make it so the power supply will actually supply power when you turn it on. And then from there I have 12 volt and a ground coming out of one of these. Okay, here's my ground. So from the controller here, got black is your ground. Maybe we can show this. You can kind of follow along with that as well. Black goes to ground. The green goes to the negative of whatever you're going to try to be dimming. So in my case, it's going to be an LED light in the switch. So we got green, wire goes to here, loops back around. It's this white wire, white with a black stripe. According to this, that's pin number 7 on the back. It says here pin 7, lower light negative. And then I've also got this orange. It's pin number 8 on the back of the switch. Pin number 8 goes to upper light negative. So orange, I went straight to ground right there. Okay, for the positive side, here's my positive from the power supply. I have red. This comes from the controller. This would go to a switch, 12 volt switch, but I just have it, I'm supplying 12 volt constant to it, so the controller will turn on when the power supply turns on. And then I have this red and green to the back of the switch are both 12 volt. So the numbers for those are 2 and 6, and 2 and 6 is incoming power source, and 6 is lower light positive. So these switches, you can order them so that one light, one of these sides, both these sides have lights. You can order it so that one of these sides is independently controlled. And why that matters is you can set one of these lights to be full power, and then you can set the other light to come from like a dimmable source, like your headlight switch. Usually have it dimmer so that all of your controls in your cab, you can adjust the brightness. So that's what you would bring to the other one of these. So at night that you can control the brightness of your switches. Okay, now we can do the demo. I gotta go turn the lights off. Okay, here's the switch. I'm gonna turn the power supply on. Okay, no lights came on. So, the reason is this potentiometer, this wheel here, is turned all the way down to 0. So we'll start turning it. Okay, there's the light. Let's get this on. Okay, I'm going to keep turning it, and then hopefully the camera picks up it getting brighter. Yeah, you can be able to see that. Okay, that's full power right there. Turn it back down. Okay, off. Okay, now you switch on. Okay, amber. They have pretty good selection of colors. So this is a amber white switch. Turn the white back on. So that is the benefit. The way they sell these switches, you got a choice between independent lower or independent upper LEDs. So in my case, usually switches will be off, and I want to be able to control the text here, the brightness of it. So the lower light will go to my dimmable power. So whatever that voltage is, that'll match the interior lights. Okay, power off. And we'll turn the lights back on. Okay, so there's one more feature to this controller here. It has a yellow wire that comes off of it, and he calls it high beam mode. So if you put a 12-volt source to that wire, then that'll automatically override whatever you have on your potentiometer switch here, and it'll go to full power. So I can probably demonstrate that. Okay, I'm going to turn. Okay, so here's the light. It's on a little bit brightness. I'm going to turn it all the way off. Okay, here's our yellow. So if I touch it here to hot, light should go completely 100% power on that switch. Yep. And I don't know if you noticed, also, there's a light on the controller itself, kind of an indicator light. It's kind of pretty hard to see in the brightness, though. I believe it, yep, comes on with this as well, so you might be able to see it. Bright and dim. Yep. Okay, turned off there. So this light bar controller, pretty good. Really nice instructions, actually. It does have some other modes. It has a way. There's a strobe mode also, and you can reprogram the controller to do like a certain amount of flashes per second. Yeah, here we go. Change mode to strobe by pushing in. 2 flashes per second is slow. You can go all the way up to fast, 20 flashes per second. Now I don't think I don't know if the camera would even pick that up on this single LED here. I guess we could try it. Let's push it in and see. Oh yeah, you can see that. Now supposedly, yep. So if I turn the pot It adjusts the rate of that strobe flash. That's all the way down. 2 per second, yep. That's probably about right. Turning it back up. Goes faster. And it's really fast. Okay. Back to regular mode. And off. And then here's some instructions for multiple lamp wiring. So I hope you liked the little demonstration here. I will put links in the description to everything I ordered here and the way to contact the guy that builds these controllers. As far as I know, he doesn't sell them on any stores. Just contact him through email. And thanks for watching. Hopefully catch you in the next one.